Americans over 30 are just not as happy as they used to be. In fact, for the first time ever, people under 30 are happier than those past the 30 mark, according to a new study that used data going back to 1972. Here with more on this is MarketWatch's Catey Hill. Welcome, Catey. So I guess nobody loves getting older, but this is a little bit more dramatic than that. Tell us about this study.
Right. This was, they surveyed 50,000 people, so this is a very robust data set. And you look at the happiness figures since 1972, by the way, of people over 30, and all of a sudden you see in the past 5 years it go like this. So, and this score difference, they only measured happiness from a score of 1 to 3. So it's the average happiness now is 2.18. It used to be 2.24, and that may seem small, but when you think if it's only being measured between 1 and 3, it's a pretty dramatic jump here.
Absolutely. And so now for the first time, that younger subset, what the 18 to 29-year-olds are happier. Do researchers have any theories as to why this has happened?
The researchers thought maybe it's because of rising inequality. So like you're over 30, all of a sudden maybe you've started a family or something, and you realize this doesn't work anymore. I mean, I know every day we have 2 jobs in my house, right?
Yes.
And children,
yes.
You try to go to work. By the end of the day, you literally just face plant on your bed. You're so tired, and this is just making it barely work.
So is one theory that the people who are 18 to 29-year-olds just don't know? They're blissfully ignorant?
Yeah, and they didn't word it like that, but that's essentially in the subtext of what they were saying. They still have hope that this is all going to work out. Right. It's like once you hit 30, you're like, nope.
So part of it is the economic stress.
Yeah,
it's these high expectations that haven't been realized.
Yeah, and then you realize they really haven't been realized. Like you think, oh, I can still make it work. I can still make it work, and then all of a sudden, you hit 30 and maybe not so much.
You're exhausted.
Yeah, and you fall down.
And what about men versus women? Are they equally unhappy?
Women are slightly happier than men. Again, the theories here are interesting, but maybe women have a few more social connections often when you look at these big studies, and that is a predictor of happiness. They think maybe that it's very close.
Yes.
But women are still a little bit happier than men.
But haven't there also been, I get a little confused, because there have also been some recent studies that show older people are happier in lots of different ways.
Yes, which is always the funny thing about studies, because there's always one that says something different. This, however, I will say, 50,000 people, they're looking at their happiness scores. This is a very big study. And you're right. People think, oh, when I get older, I'm more confident, I'm more whatever. But, this is a pretty big study showing that as we're getting older, we're really not getting happier, at least in very recent times.
Wow, it's so funny, because I actually thought my 30s were great. I loved the 30s. So
maybe you're the outlier. You're the data point way up there.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what's going on, but it's very interesting, and hopefully they'll do more research into why this is happening. Catey, thank you so much for that.